In the conference room. Something pretty big. Every 00 man in Europe's been rushed in, and the Home Secretary, too.
So he's probably lost a dog.
Hey guys, it's Mark, and I'm the part-time British guy. Today's a 00 video, so we're going to rank our James Bond actors from best to worst. Here we go. Number 8, Timothy Dalton. Let's face it, the guy's acting skills as Bond were better portrayed by a dying fish. Number 7, Barry Nelson. Okay, I know what you're saying. Wait, who? Who's Barry Nelson? Well, in 1954, there was a TV version of Casino Royale. It was the first time anybody had played Bond. It wasn't Sean Connery. It actually was Barry Nelson. The unfortunate problem is, and the reason why Barry Nelson got the 7th spot, is he never read the book Casino Royale, so he didn't know how to play Bond. And being that he was playing Bond for the first time and nobody had ever seen Bond, didn't really do such a good job. Number 6, David Niven. With all the changes to Casino Royale, changing directors and possibly even writers, it's no wonder that David Niven comes in at the number 7 spot. He didn't do too bad as a comedian. He's done several comedic roles. I don't think the problem was with David Niven as an actor, as much as it was the fact that they changed directors so many times during the production of this movie. Number 5, George Lazenby. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The problem with George as Bond was the character was bland, lifeless. His acting skills were not there. But he only was hired for the job because of his sexual presence, and he used to be a male model, so I don't think we should expect too much. Number 4 goes to Pierce Brosnan. He brought a suave sophistication to the role, but the acting scenes just weren't quite up to snuff. Number 3, I have to put to Roger Moore. Roger Moore had an air about him. He was what the secret agent was supposed to be in those days. But for me, it was those corny one-liners. I just couldn't take them. It ruined the movie for me every single time he opened his mouth with some stupid one-liner. Number 2, of course, goes to Sean Connery. Now, everybody's used to Sean Connery being the original Bond, but like I said, Barry Nelson actually played the very first Bond. Sean Connery set the precedent, but everything was always just guts and glory and sex, pretty much. There wasn't a time that Bond wasn't screwing some girl, and maybe that was the way things were in the 1960s. I just don't remember. Number 1 goes to Daniel Craig. By far the most realistic Bond. And I think that was the appeal, simply because Bond could be hurt. Bond had a conscience. You know, he was a trained mercenary. He wasn't this indestructible character that could survive anything. And it kind of just goes to show how Bond himself has evolved over the decades. What was your favorite pick? And what is your favorite Bond? By all means, please leave a comment on that. I'd really like to know. I'm Mark Stise. Thanks for watching the video.